Hello, I'm Denise Wendell. I'm the manager of the District Library and Visual Media Services for the Cherry Creek School District. I'm going to do a demo today for you of how to use our databases that are provided within our schools in the district, specifically EBSCOhost, which is one of our most popular for our middle schools and high schools. I'm going to start at the Cherokee Trail High School Library website. And as I look at the images on the right-hand side and move down on the page, I can look for my EBSCOhost icon. All staff and students within our middle schools and high schools have access to EBSCOhost. As we click on the icon, it asks us if we want to leave the page, giving us a reminder we're leaving the Cherry Creek School District site and moving on to sites that are beyond the Cherry Creek domain. Now I'm going to go ahead and log in under the Cherokee Trail login. This is a login that the students and staff will use whether they're at school or at home. And here's our EBSCOhost start page. I'm going to give a demonstration of a couple different types of searches. I'm going to start first by looking at all EBSCOhost databases. We do have specific databases, for example, for science, legal information, history, points of view, but I'm going to do a search within all of them at the same time. My topic today that I'm going to work on is, let's say I'm a high school student and I'm looking at technology jobs within Colorado or any state I might be interested in. And I want to compare salaries among different cities or different states. So I'm going to look for a topic under high technology and salaries. Now EBSCOhost is going to search tens of thousands of periodicals, including ebooks, magazines, professional journals, trade journals, images, all different types of resources throughout the website. So now our results bring up 3,972 results, so quite a few. Let's narrow this down though. EBSCOhost provides as many ways to narrow down our searches. I'm going to look at my left side and I'm going to limit first to full text because I want to see the full article. I'm also then going to limit to a specific publication date. So you see we have articles going back as far as 1943. I don't need anything that old, so I'm going to move that to the past 2 years or so because I'm comparing recent salaries. I'm also going to look at other options I have down here under source types. I've got magazines, trade publications, academic journals. I'm just going to leave all of those for now. As I go back up to the screen then, I see I've narrowed my results down to 330 items. So, a much better result. I also want to look at the newest articles first. So, under the Relevance tab, I'm going to change that to Date Newest. Now here then I can see my results. I have some articles from newspapers. I have some videos. So I'm just briefly going to go down and look at my best article on IT salaries. Here's one from Computer World Digital Magazine, April 2017. So very current. I see I have my full text available, so I can click on that. And it brings up the full text for me right on screen. So I can quickly browse at it, see if it's something I like. And then I have many options for the article. I can print it from here. I can email information to myself. I can add it to my bibliography. Let's say I'm putting the information in my report and I'm creating a bibliography. I have options on the right side to do that. I can create a link so that if I just want to make a list of websites, I can create a link, cut and paste that wherever I need to into my other documents. So a lot of options there to make quick work of my research. I'm going to go back then another screen. And you'll also notice EBSCOhost has a few other options that you can create to organize and save your information. You could create your own folder, so you can organize your information by subject heading, if you're doing multiple projects, things like that. Other great options within EBSCOhost. I'm just going to go ahead and look at another article. And say I'm going to look at this one. This is another one from Computer World magazine. I have the PDF full text here. Okay, I can browse through that quickly, see if it's something I like. Now, some of the other options I have too are to download it to my computer if I want to store it locally. Okay, I can change the view, other things that might help me read that article at a later time. All right, let's take a look at another example. EBSCOhost is a research tool specifically for all grades, so it's anywhere from elementary through college level, or even higher level researchers through your doctorate, or anything that you might be studying as a professional. So with Cherry Creek, we provide the professional databases as well. That's real helpful for the staff to use on a regular basis. So let's say I'm a teacher or a librarian, and I'm starting to develop a makerspace for my school. Let's say I look at makerspaces, which are a hot topic the past few years. Again, as I look, I find a lot of results. But here again, let's say I'm just interested in what academic journals might have to say about makerspaces. I really don't want newspaper articles or other types of journals. I can narrow it down easily there. Again, I can sort it, I can share it, I can print. So very quick and easy ways to research, narrow my topics. I can quickly browse down through. It makes my research nice, quick, and easy. Now let's take a look at these same types of searches in Google. I'll start first with the high technology salaries. Search. So here I find 11,100,000 results. So a lot more than EBSCO. Remember, we got that search down to about 330. Now, the problem, of course, with Google is you have so many results, it's often hard to know where to start. Google does provide a few tools to narrow down your searches, so you can limit Google by the time frame. So let's just say we want to look at articles that came out the past year in Google. We still find, if we browse down to the bottom, we're going to get thousands and thousands of hits to search through. I can sort them by date, like we did in EBSCO, but I still have a ton of research to go through to perhaps find what I'm really looking for. So you see, you can find great information in Google, but again, you always have the issue here of not knowing whether you can trust the source or not. So some of these look like probably pretty respectable sites. Here's Rutgers, okay, probably something you can trust. But you might go down here and find other searches that you're not really sure where they came from. You're not really sure if you can trust them. Okay, let's also look at that makerspace search as well. So let's say again I'm the librarian or teacher looking at makerspaces. Here again I'm finding tens of thousands of hits to go through. Whereas when I looked at my EBSCO results, I got down to a nice list of only 76 articles. So, much quicker. I can trust the sources in here because I know they're all professionally written. I can tell exactly the source, the date of publication, and I can easily find the citation of where an article came from in EBSCO. In Google, it's always a guess. You may not know exactly when it was written, you may not be able to trust the source, and you may spend a ton of time actually going through and completing your research until you find what you need. So those are a few examples of searching in Google versus databases like EBSCOhost. EBSCOhost is a resource that we have trusted for dozens of years in our school districts as well as districts around the United States and the world. So it's something that we plan on continuing to use for the near and the distant future.